Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get richer while others struggle to make ends meet? It's a question that's puzzled many, and today we're diving headfirst into the answer. We're going on a journey through the world of habits, actions, and mindsets that separate the wealthy from the poor. This isn't about shaming or praising. It's about understanding and learning. We're uncovering 8 things that people who are struggling financially tend to do, that the rich typically don't. From spending habits and financial education to mindset and company kept, we'll delve into the subtle yet powerful differences. Along the way, we'll share stories of transformation and success and give you practical advice on how to break these habits. So buckle up and get ready to challenge your perceptions, because by the end of this video, you'll know what habits you need to break to get on the path to wealth. One common habit among poor people is they often spend more than they earn. This habit of living beyond their means is a fast track to financial ruin. On the other hand, the wealthy have a different approach. They prioritize saving and investing over excessive spending. They understand the importance of having a financial buffer and the power of compound interest. Here's an actionable piece of advice for you. Start by creating a budget and sticking to it. Know where every dollar is going and cut back on unnecessary expenses. Let's take the example of Sarah. She was always struggling with her finances until she decided to take control. She started budgeting, stopped using her credit cards, and began saving a portion of her income. Within a year, she had paid off her debts and was on her way to building her wealth. Remember, wealth building begins with living within your means. Many poor people don't invest in learning about finances. In our society, financial education isn't always prioritized. It's not typically taught in schools, and it's not always discussed at home. Yet understanding money, how to earn it, save it, spend it wisely, and invest it is very crucial to improving one's financial situation. On the other hand, the wealthy understand the importance of financial literacy. They continuously educate themselves about financial matters, whether that's reading books, attending seminars, or seeking advice from financial advisors. So what can you do to break free from this cycle? Start small. Commit to reading one finance book a month, or take an online course. Consider the story of Sarah, a single mother who struggled with debt. She decided to educate herself about finances. After reading several finance books and attending financial literacy workshops, she managed to pay off her debts and even started investing. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to finances. Poor people often blame external circumstances for their financial woes. It's easy to point fingers at the economy, the job market, or even bad luck. But let's take a page from the rich, shall we? They understand that blaming external factors is a waste of time and energy. Instead, they take responsibility for their financial outcomes, focusing on what they can control. Now, here's some actionable advice for you. Adopt a mindset of accountability. Yes, external factors do play a role, but it's your reaction to these factors that truly matters. You are the captain of your financial ship. Let's consider the story of Diana. She was stuck in a cycle of blame, always attributing her financial struggles to her low-paying job and rising living costs. But one day, she decided to take control. She started budgeting, managed her expenses, and even picked up a side gig. And guess what? Her financial situation improved drastically. Your financial future is in your hands, not someone else's. Poor people often lack clear financial goals. It's like setting out on a journey without a map or destination in mind. On the other hand, rich people set specific financial goals. They know exactly where they're going and have a detailed plan to get there. So how can we learn from this? It's simple. Write down your financial goals. Be specific and realistic. Are you aiming to pay off your student loan, buy a house, invest in a business venture? Write it down. Then, create a plan to achieve these goals. Break it down into manageable steps and celebrate your progress along the way. Let's look at an example. Meet John. John was living paycheck to paycheck with no clear financial goals. He started writing down his goals and created a plan to achieve them. Now, he's debt-free and owns a successful business. Remember, without clear goals, you're financially drifting. So set your goals, make a plan, and start your journey to financial success today. Poor people surround themselves with negative influences. This can be a major roadblock on the path to wealth. The rich, however, understand the power of networking and intentionally build relationships with positive, successful individuals. It's like tuning into a frequency of success, where the vibes are contagious and the opportunities are abundant. So, what's the actionable advice here? Well, start seeking out like-minded, goal-oriented people. Attend networking events, join online communities, engage in conversations that matter. Remember, your network is your net worth. Let's consider the story of Melissa. She was stuck in a rut, constantly in the company of those who complained about their circumstances, but did nothing to change them. Melissa decided to change her environment and started attending business meetups. There, she met entrepreneurs and investors who not only inspired her but also offered her opportunities to grow. Remember, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Poor people dwell on problems instead of seeking solutions. Now, this is a trap that many fall into. The rich, however, they think differently. They see problems as opportunities to innovate, to create value, and to grow. Instead of wallowing in the problem, they focus on finding a solution. Here's an actionable advice for you. Start shifting your mindset towards solution-oriented thinking. The next time you face a challenge, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I do to solve this?" And for those who might think it's easier said than done, let me share a story of a man named Richard. Richard was a janitor, barely making ends meet, always stuck with money problems. But instead of complaining about his problems, he started seeking solutions. He taught himself coding, started his own software company, and today, he's a millionaire. Remember this: focus on solutions, not problems. Poor people avoid risks. A statement that might seem sensible at first glance, but when we delve deeper, we find that this habit can actually hinder financial growth. On the flip side, rich people understand the value of taking calculated risks. They know that to make money, sometimes you have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. So what does taking a calculated risk look like? It's not about throwing caution to the wind. It's about doing your research, weighing your options, and then making an informed decision. You could start by investing a small amount in a business or stock that you've studied and believe has potential. Let's take the example of Anna. She was a teacher with a modest salary, but had an interest in technology. She saved up, did extensive research, and invested in a tech startup. Today, she's a part owner of a successful company, all because she took a calculated risk. Remember, great rewards often come from taking calculated risks. Poor people settle for less than they deserve. We've all heard this statement, right? But what does it truly mean? It means that many people accept the bare minimum in life, whether it's in their careers, their relationships, or even their dreams. They believe that they're not capable of achieving more, or that they don't deserve it. Now, let's contrast this with wealthy individuals. Rich people aim high and they pursue their dreams relentlessly. They know their worth and they're not afraid to demand it. They don't just dream about driving that luxury car or owning that beachfront property. They set those as their goals and work tirelessly to make them a reality. So what can you do to break free from the trap of settling for less? The first step is to set high standards for yourself. Remember, you are deserving of the best in life. Don't let anyone or even yourself convince you otherwise. Write down your dreams, no matter how big or small, and make a plan to achieve them. Each day, take one step, however tiny, towards your dreams. Let me share a story about a woman named Lily. Lily grew up in a low-income neighborhood, and she was often told that she would never amount to anything. But Lily had a dream. She wanted to become a successful entrepreneur. Despite the negativity around her, Lily refused to settle for less. She worked hard, took risks, and never gave up on her dreams. Today, Lily is the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. Her story is a testament to the fact that you should never settle for less than what you deserve. Remember, we all have the potential for greatness. It's just a matter of refusing to settle for less and relentlessly pursuing our dreams. So aim high, work hard, and never let anyone tell you that you can't achieve your dreams. Never settle for less than you deserve. So those were the 8 practices poor people engage in that the rich avoid. First, we emphasized how living beyond one's means can trigger financial instability, while the affluent prioritize saving and investing. Second, we reiterated the paramount importance of financial literacy. Third, it's imperative to accept responsibility for your financial destiny, rather than attributing it to external factors. Fourth, the characteristic trait of the wealthy is to set clear financial goals. Fifth, surrounding yourself with a positive network and success-minded individuals can massively enhance your financial journey. Sixth, having a solutions-oriented approach rather than fixating on issues can turn the tables. Seventh, taking calculated risks is frequently a stepping stone to wealth creation. And lastly, never understate your worth. Always aim high, pursue your dreams, and never hesitate to demand more for yourself. By altering these habits, you're setting course for a more prosperous future. Remember, it's not about where you start, but how you finish. So, with all this wealth of knowledge, aim to finish strong, and the sky's the limit. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.